15 seconds on the shot clock. Hill now with the 3 ball. No good. A little short. Rebounded by McAfee. She's going to go up herself. No good. Rebounded. Ball actually kind of... Man, I think there's a lot of grease on the ball tonight.
Yeah, it looked like the ball just... None of the girls could really get a hold of it.
I think finally McAfee, she had a hold of the ball, but her foot was actually out of bounds, and so that will go to the Foresters as Saylor comes in for the Foresters.
Yeah, good job by McAfee, though, to keep the play alive a couple different times there, showing a good burst of energy.
Definitely, as Morton now with the ball over to Sam Hamill, swings it all the way to Krewald. Krewald goes baseline to Morton, to Reeker, 3 ball up, and good! 20-12 with 6 minutes, 35 seconds left to go here in this first half.
Yeah, and Maddie Reeker is one of those girls you don't want her getting hot from the three-point line. Already shooting an amazing 57% out there, and she's got a couple tonight, Noah, so it looks like she's not cooling down anytime.
Ball tipped away by Krewald. That'll remain Wright State ball as Brooke Yoder comes in for Maddie Reeker.
Yeah, and I think this will be a well-deserved rest for Maddie Reeker.
Number 11, Lopez, with the ball. Tries to get it down under, and a foul will be committed by number 24, Haley Krewald. That will be Haley's first personal foul, team's first of the second quarter. Ball inbounded by Lopez, gives it to Swisher. Swisher almost got the 5-second call on her. And Hurst now with the ball. Lopez trying to work on Brooke Yoder. Hill gets it to the other side, and a traveling violation by number 3, Hurst, will be called.
Yeah, and Hurst from right around this area, she went to Snyder High School. Snyder, one of those Fort Wayne high schools among the many other ones, as we'll see number 14, Kelsey Hunt, check in. This is a 5'8" freshman from Union City, Ohio.
Ham will bring the ball up for the Foresters as she gives it off to Krewald. Krewald to Morton. Hamill now to Yoder. Yoder goes to the inside, back out to Krewald. She'll shoot up a 3-point shot, and that is no good. A little wide left. Saylor with the offensive rebound now to Hamill. Hamill looking to set up the offense. Brooke Yoder all the way over to Casey Morton. That ball is short, rebounded by Saylor. New 30-second shot clock.
Yeah, it's 2 huge offensive rebounds there by Brooke Saylor.
Hamill now going to the inside, dump down pass to Saylor, pass to Krewald, and that is an easy 2 points by Krewald. 22-12 with 5 minutes remaining in this first half.
Yeah, Saylor's shown she just isn't a rebounder out there. We'll see a foul on Hamill there. Freshman reaching in just a little bit too much. As we'll see Casey Morton take his seat and Sarah Fryman check into the game for her.
That'll be Hamill's first personal foul, team second of the second quarter.
We'll also see Fott check into the game for Swisher. So we see a large portion of that Laker offense check back in.
And kind of tipped up there by Fote. He will now bring the ball up for the Foresters as Coach Kohler is telling her what play to run. Dangerous pass, though, to Fryman. As now Brooke Yoder tries to go to the inside. Shot no good, rebounded by Saylor. And another 30 seconds for the Foresters as Hamill sets up the offense once again to Krewald. Now to Fryman. They're going to try the other side with the same play. Fryman tries to go baseline, and it goes off Fote's foot.
Yeah, and the Foresters are doing a good job of, when they are getting these offensive rebounds, bringing it back out and getting deep into the shot clock once again and playing a lot of defense like this Laker team's doing right now. That'll definitely get you tired. I mean, coming down on the offense side is we see Brooke Saylor control the inside and get an easy basket there.
Yeah, that was a really nice left hook shot by Sailor, as McAfee now working on Hamill. She throws it to the outside. Now a wild pass by number 33, Hill. That'll be a turnover by the Lakers, as number 23 for the Lakers, Tamia Calloway, comes in for 33, Hill. And Maddie Reeker will come back in along with Michaela Avina.
Yeah, and from FDN Sports, we want to shout out Michaela Avina. It is her 20th birthday today, Noah, so big happy birthday shout out to her.
Reeker now with the basketball up top. Over to Fryman. Fryman takes a three-point shot, and that's good. You do not want her to be on fire, that's for sure, averaging 19.2 points a game.
Yeah, this Forrester attack just has so many girls that can shoot the ball, as we see Krewald steal it, and she will take it coast to coast and get the foul. This will be an and one attempt, Noah. Big basket here for the Forresters.
Yeah, that's great hustle by Krewald, and that's what Krewald brings to the table. I mean, really, she just does a great job of hustling to every single ball. Last year, she came off the bench for most of the games, but this year has earned a starting spot. Now that missed free throw rebounded by Lopez. Taken to the baseline, Hunt, and ball lost, stolen by Brooke Saylor. Reeker now with the basketball. 3 minutes, 10 seconds left to go here in this first half. Fryman with the ball. Gets to the inside where Saylor is, and pass could not be controlled by Maddie Reeker. McAfee with the ball, bringing it up for the Lakers. Lopez now flings a three up there, and no good, rebounded by Saylor. Saylor doing a great job getting all the boards she can, as Reeker now with the ball over to Krewald. She's going to take it to the inside. Pass back out to Reeker. Oh, that ball almost got away from Reeker. Saylor throws the ball away. Thought Fryman was going to stay there when she went baseline. So,
yeah, it looked like Fryman was trying to cut down that baseline for a backdoor opportunity, but just nothing there. We will see number 24 for the Lakers check into the game. She'll run the point position here. Another one of those Lakers that likes to score a little bit. She averages 7 on the year for them.
29-14. Lopez dumps down to number 30, Fote, and that ball cannot go in the hoop. It's now Reeker with the ball for the Foresters. Out to Fryman. Fryman loses control of it. Avina picks it up. Now over to Reeker. Three ball up and good. 32-14 right here in Platt Arena with under 2 minutes left to go in this first half.
And Maddie Reeker is shooting the lights out in Platt Arena now.
And number 11, Lopez, up for 3 points. No good, rebounded by Saylor once again. Reeker with the ball. Guarded closely by Wirtz there on the other end of the floor, as Avina passes outside to Krewald. Krewald goes the inside. Layup missed. And Krewald kind of slapped around a little bit to Fote and caught her in the eye, but the official did not see it. Lopez almost travels with her back foot, but does not. Stolen away. Krewald now 2-on-1. Krewald and Avina. Avina now goes up easy 2 points. It was just her in the basket, 34-14 now with a minute left to go.
Yeah, the Forcers had a 3-on-1 attack there, and there's nothing you can do about that if you're Lakers. It's that odd number just challenges your defense.
And the inside Fote, and foul by Brooke Saylor. That will be Saylor's second personal foul, team's third of this second quarter. At the line will be number 30, Nicole Fote.
Yeah, we saw Fote hit her 2 free throws earlier in the game, as she will miss this one, but Casey Morton and Aaron Moore will both check into the game, letting Brooke Saylor and Krewald both sit down, and both those ladies doing a fine job in their time. We see Crewall doing a good job getting some steals out there, and Brooke Saylor almost like always cleaning the boards, Noah.
Yeah, definitely. Saylor's been doing a great job of that tonight. Vogt able to make one of two, 15-34. With 40 seconds left to go here in this first half as Morton with the ball now over to Reeker. Reeker looks to the inside to Fryman. Gives it to Avina, to Reeker. She goes to the inside. Moore gets the ball stolen away by number 14, Hunt. 24, Wirtz goes up with it and will draw a foul.
And that's a big charge call. I believe they're going to say Michaela Avina was the one that took the charge there, but didn't fall to the ground, and we'll see Wright State's coach definitely not happy about that one at all, and I'd almost say he has right for that.
I would agree. I mean, she was kind of losing control of the ball just a little bit. Reeker now giving it to Avina. That three ball up, no good. 5 seconds on the game clock. Lopez with the ball. 2 seconds up and no good. So that is how the first half will end. 34 the Foresters, 15 to the Lakers. We will be right back here from Platt Arena with some halftime statistics.
It's just an incredible feeling to know that you are handing these folks the keys to a life-changing house. It's not just a house. It's not just walls and windows. It's a home that they get to bring up their family in, bring up their kids in, and show their kids what it means to get out of poverty and to make a better life for themselves. My name is Casey Colmorgan. I'm the Executive Director at Huntington County Habitat for Humanity. We are a construction company. We are a mortgage company. We are a financial institution. We are advocates for families. We are a budgeting center. And on top of it, we are also a retail store. So we wear a lot of hats as an organization. Our main focus is to serve the community any way we can. And so we want to help families empower themselves and find a better life through the process of homeownership. The need is so great, and that doesn't just mean families who are homeless, but it's also families who are packing multiple families into one house or into one apartment to try to make ends meet. It's families that are living in predatory renting situations where they're spending $800-900 a month for a one-bedroom apartment, and that's just, it's not viable for people. We build one house about a year, and so it may not seem like we need a lot of help, but we need all the help that we can get, and that comes in a couple of different ways. First of all, we always need donations. If that's financial support of our programs, or if that's donations to the Restore to help us build our programs, those two things are crucial for us. But we also need volunteers. We need them in the Restore, we need them on the build site, we even need them in the office from time to time. And so getting as many people involved as possible is what's really important for us. I would imagine that we will continue to grow long term. We will continue to serve as many families as we can, and we will hope that we can build as many houses as possible to get families into appropriate housing that's clean and safe and affordable.
FDN News is our campus news station, and we are just a news station that shines Christ's light on campus and in the Huntington community, whether that be going to a presidential rally or talking about the meal plans on campus. Everything we do for the glory of God.
With news, you have such a great opportunity to go out to hear people's stories and tell their stories and to be light and to share that light. So my goal for FDN News is first and foremost that students would learn, that they would engage, they would learn a little bit about themselves, about communicating with others, refine their skills, and become expert storytellers for the kingdom of Christ. The benefit to coming to Huntington and being in the Forrester Digital Network is you get hands-on experience. So we have some freshmen coming in that week one, they are taking a camera out and they are teaming up with an upperclassman and refining their skills. So by the time you graduate, you've got 4 years of hands-on and classroom experience.
FDN is so much fun. I feel like it really is a great aspect of the school, and I'm so glad I get to be a part of it as a freshman especially. Like, it's just a great experience.
You can love working on camera and be part of FDN. You can love storytelling and be part of FDN. You can be a math student and be an FDN. Like, anybody can do it. It's a big family. We have fun together. And I just encourage, if you've ever been curious about news or what a newsroom looks like, volunteer with FDN whenever you can.
Well, that's all we have for you in this week's installment of FDN News.
The Global Initiatives degree that we're offering is seeking to equip folks who are interested in applying a ministry education to cross-cultural work. So somebody who's looking to do holistic ministry, somebody who's looking to engage in the business for transformation or business as missions model would find some equipping through our Global Initiatives degree.
Our Global Youth Ministries degree is designed to prepare people for leadership in youth ministry, quite simply anywhere in the globe. It's for men and women who are already in youth ministry or for people who are simply preparing to lead youth ministry.
One of the things I like about the pastoral leadership track is that Luke and Karen, who worked on developing it, consulted with church leaders so that people preparing for ministry leadership in the church would have the skills and the knowledge that they need.
Some of what I'd want our program to be known for is being really clear-minded about linking our own program vision with the Lord's vision for His people and for the kingdom. What we want to do is be faithful to that which He's called us to. And some of that would be that we believe that the Church of Jesus Christ is going to be well served when it's populated and led by people who have stories of being reached by Christ and are now being well formed to follow Him no matter what the cost.
The Alumni Office at Huntington University is really here to stay in touch with the alumni and graduates, as well as provide resources to them so they can reconnect. It's just really important to us that we keep in touch with them and then let them know what's going on campus as well, things that they might want to continue to stay involved with or maybe participate in an alumni gathering.
I started getting involved as an alumni board member, and we would do various projects throughout the university, throughout the year. Just being able to meet people who've graduated and to listen to their stories about the university, back then the college, and how it's grown today, it's really an honor and a privilege to be a Forrester. I knew that this was going to be the university that I was going to graduate from, and I have friends here that will be lifelong.
So one of the things that's kind of fun about our department is we have regular gatherings. We call them Friday at Fairchild's house, and Dr. Mark Fairchild hosts these gatherings for our majors, and we get together, I guess it's about once a month.
First I was like, that's kind of weird, like we're gonna go hang out at a professor's house, but for my Greek class he offered extra credit if we would go. So I was like, it's worth it, I'll take some friends with me and try it out. And it was a ton of fun.
I think that's one thing that's kind of unique about Huntington. We really are able to joke and get to know each other outside of the classroom on a personal level. We really become friends, I think, with our students.
The experience of being able to sit in a professor's house and engage in scholarly discussion and informal discussion over something faith-based is, I think, very unique to this university.
If you look at a variety of the research regarding the top skill sets that employers are looking for, communication always ranks top 5. Many times it's the top 3. These are skills that are far more important, not only in job, but in life. In family context, in social context, in professional contexts.
One thing that's different about Huntington University as a Christian college is that we have a journalism major. Other Christian universities and the Council of Christian Colleges and Universities have a communication major in which you then...
Welcome back to Platt Arena. This is halftime. 34-15, the Forresters lead the Lakers. Again, right here in Huntington, Indiana. Lots of stats were going on during the first half, Ryan. Really with Maddie Reeker having 9 points, leading the Forresters. You know, what other things did you see other than Maddie Reeker hitting her 3-pointers?
Yeah, Reeker was definitely playing really well for the Forresters in the first half. Scoring-wise, to go along with her, we saw Sarah Fryman. She had 5 points. Krewald and Saylor both had 4 and 4, but like a big stat to point out, Brooke Saylor's got 12 rebounds, which we know she does a good job on the boards, but to have 12 really in the first half is big. We see here the Forrester shot 42%, but they did have 10 turnovers, but I think right now the Forresters kind of got their feet back under them and looking to get Wright State under their belt and beat them.
Yeah, definitely with Brooke Saylor coming into this game, averaging 9 rebounds a game, getting 12 in the first half. Definitely something to really look for. For Wright State, they shot 6-25 from the field, which is 24%. They had 12 rebounds, also having 10 turnovers with 7 steals and 3 assists. You know, a couple of things that I'm looking at right there. They have 12 rebounds as a team, which is not the greatest. I mean, how can you really look at the field goal percentage and, I mean, the 24% from the field? that's how they have 15 points. Really, they did not have a single three-point shot that was made there in the first half. Really kind of tough to look at, but 7 steals. 7 steals is very good for this team, and really getting the 7 steals against Huntington is very impressive because, especially in one half of basketball, I mean, that just shows how Huntington has been fairly careless there. And really, I agree with you, Ryan. I think in the first quarter, really Huntington, they weren't themselves. And in the second quarter, we really saw who they truly were. I mean, they came out and scored a lot of points there in that second quarter, especially starting down there in the beginning of the first quarter. Very surprising, but, you know, Wright State trying to keep Huntington a little humble, with Wright State coming into this game 0-5 and Huntington 4-1. We'll have to see how this one turns out. Again, at halftime, 34 for the Forresters and 15 for the Lakers. We are just about ready to start the second half of play right here in Platt Arena.
And remember, Noah, the winner of this game will go on to play at 3 p.m. tomorrow against IU Southeast. We saw them, if you were here in Platt Arena, we saw them beat the Lincoln Christian University Red Lions, who are now 0-3 on the year, beat them by a score of 81-47, and that was one of the games, Noah. I kind of watched some of it there in the first half of that game, and Lincoln Christian, just kind of like Wright State, they weren't playing too bad in the first quarter. Second quarter kind of started to lose things, then IU Southeast just kind of started to pull away and started making really good baskets and that, and at the end of the day, they pulled it out and got the big win, but we'll see if the Forresters can keep the lead right now and finish this one off.
Forresters will start the second half with the ball. Rieker over to Krewald. Starters in for both teams. Fryman now down under. 2-point basket up and no good. Rebounded by Fote. McAfee with the ball. Bringing it up for the Lakers. Giving it over to Fote. At 24 Wirtz. Lopez back to McAfee. Lopez thought about driving it inside, and that's exactly what she's going to do. Mishandles the basketball. Fote goes up for 2 and makes it. Lakers started out with the first 2 points of the second half.
Yeah, and if you look at the Forresters score quarter by quarter, usually in the second half, they kind of drop a little bit, but coming out of halftime, they really turn it on and light the scoreboard up. But we saw in the second half, they lit it up, or in the second quarter, they lit it up as we see Brooks Saylor get the basket and the foul here. Once again, another big and one opportunity, for the Forresters.
That foul goes against number 30, Nicole Fote. That'll be her second personal foul, team's first of the second half. And Brooke Saylor makes her and one free throw. Ball inbounded to McAfee. McAfee now going up against number 24, Krewald, and now from Wirtz all the way around to McAfee again. Callaway now with the ball up top. She's going to get the ball taken away by Krewald. Krewald on a fast break right up against McAfee. Spin around for her, and that's an easy 2 points.
Nice spin move there by Krewald on the inside to get the Lakers off balance, Noah.
McAfee now with the ball. Over to Lopez. Lopez thinking about driving baseline. Stops. Turnaround jump shot, and that is good. Nothing but net for Lopez.
Yeah, Lopez doing a good job coming out of the break and keeping the Lakers on track here.
Krewald going to the inside. Jump shot, no good. Rebounded by Krewald yet again. Out to Rieker. 3-point shot up and good. 12 points for the junior.
Yeah, and Rieker is feeling it tonight. That is her 4th made field goal from 3-point range.
That'll be a foul on number 12, Sarah Fryman. That'll be her first personal foul, first team foul of the second half. Ball inbounded and stolen by Krewald. She's going to have a breakaway layup and gets it to go 44-19. Very simple for Krewald, Ryan.
Yeah, Krewald isn't the fastest player you'll see play in Platte Arena, Noah, but her instincts are really top-notch. You'll see her, when she wants to steal, she'll go after just about anything.
I agree with you, Ryan, as another foul will be called on Sarah Fryman. That is her second, team second of the third quarter. Lopez inbounding the ball for the Lakers. Looking outside, 5-second call, almost called. Gets it into Fote, back to Lopez. Lopez goes to the inside, up for two, and it's almost like a pass as it got tipped, and Fote draws a foul. That foul goes against Fryman again. That is her third foul here in a span of about I'd say a minute.
Yeah, and Fote did have 7 rebounds before halftime. But I think the bigger thing right now, no, she's just been that offensive spark that the Lakers have needed. We'll see Fryman sit down with those 3 fouls, and Casey Morton will come in. Morton definitely a deep range threat here, as we've seen her hit many threes here in Platte Arena.
Yeah, Casey Morton, she's 5 of 9 for the season, as Fote is able to make her second. 20-44 now, with 7:20 left to go in this third quarter. Moore with the ball, going to the baseline, pass back out to Saylor, all the way over to Morton, and that 3 ball's up and no good. Little Wright, and foul by Krewald, just a little too aggressive there, going up against Callaway. Morton really wanting, sorry, not Morton, Krewald really wanting that rebound there.
Yeah, that is Krewald's second foul, but really good aggressive play there. I think if you're Coach Collery, you're a little mad about that, but just the aggression behind that, you're happy that your team's just going after balls like that.
Lopez with the ball at the baseline, passing it back out to McAfee, around to Wirtz. Wirtz goes to the inside, and almost a double dribble call. She goes to the ground, almost throws an elbow, and finally rebounded by Maddie Reeker up to Haley Krewald. Krewald pulls back up, gives it to Maddie Reeker, and they're going to run their offense. Great decision. Start working on things for the Forresters. Ball knocked out of bounds by number 11, Lopez. Sam Hamill comes in for Haley Krewald. I think really the best way to describe Sam Hamill is she is a little less of she is a version of Haley Krewald, but a little less aggressive. She's able to control that aggression a lot better than Haley Krewald. I'm not saying that the aggression is a bad thing. I'm just saying how she goes on with it. Sam Hamill, she's just very good at determining when to really go after the ball. I'm very excited to see how she develops here in her next 3 years at Huntington, as the 3-ball missed by Callaway, rebounded by the Forresters. Reeker brings up the ball. Reeker tries to go to the inside, spins around, gives it to Saylor. She goes to the inside, left hook shot, rebounded again by her. Goes up for 2, and that basket is good. She'll have a chance to go to the line and get one more. Foul on number 30, Nicole Fote. That'll be her 3rd personal foul, team's 2nd of the third quarter. As Hill, Swisher, and Hurst come in for the Lakers. Saylor at the line. Shooting the end one basket, and that's good. 47-20 now. McAfee bringing the ball up for the Lakers. 5 minutes, 40 seconds left to go here in this third quarter. Ball to McAfee and then to Hill. Back to McAfee. She's going to go to the inside. And ball cannot be controlled by number 11, Lopez, so that'll be a turnover as it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, and Lopez is the only senior on this squad, no, and something I thought was really surprising, they have that 1 senior, no juniors, 1 sophomore, and 9 freshmen on this team, and that's something you really don't see, but they are a startup program, as we see Hamill get a big backdoor cut. She finds an easy layup there and Great play there by Sam Hamill, excuse me.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, this is a very, very young very young squad by Wright State. But to know that all these freshmen are going to be seniors one day, it's got to make you wonder, how good are these girls going to be? And with all that experience at this level, I think they have the potential of being very good as seniors. Shot missed by the Forresters down on the other end of the floor. Lopez with the ball. To McAfee at the top of the key. Over to Hill. She's going to try to go baseline on Morton. Not able to do so. Hurst going up for 2 points. Not able to get that one fall as Morton gets the rebound. And Rieker will bring it up for the Forresters.
And the only 2 returners on this Lakers team, Noah, is Lopez, who was actually a redshirt last year. As we see Hamill once again cut, but can't find the bottom of the net. We see Aaron Moore gets rebound, but it will be a jump ball. Word to the Lakers here. We'll see Aaron Moore sit down as Aaron Moore and Brooke Saylor, as Brooke Yoder and Cindy both come into the game.
Also coming into the game for Wright State is number 1, Michaela Stump. Stump is a 5'2" freshman out of Ohio. Lopez with the ball at the top of the key. She's going to put up a 3-point shot. That is no good. Rebounded by number 15, Brooke Yoder. Yoder in a little bit of trouble getting out of it as Rieker able to get that ball. Rieker just getting across the 10-second line. And Morton now gets the ball tipped away by Lopez. Good heads-up play by Lopez. And that'll stay with the Forresters. 49-20. 3:36, 3 minutes, 36 seconds left to go here in this third quarter. Hamill inbounding the ball, giving it over to Intigroden. Hamill gives it back over to Yoder. Gives it down to Cindy. Being double teamed now, she's going to try to go up, but loses the handle of it. Stolen away by now number 3, Hurst. Hurst over to Lopez. She's going to go baseline. She's going up for 2 and just rolls right on in. 22-49. Forrester still ahead of the Lakers as ball being flung up there to Yoder. Nice bank shot by Yoder.
Yeah, the Forrester showing they can score quick as well. Looking to push the tempo with the Lakers a little bit.
51-22 now as Lopez goes up for 2, and that is good. 51-24 now as Rieker brings the ball up for the Forresters. Yoder going to the inside, jump shot by her, and that's good. 53-24, 2 minutes, 30 seconds left to go here in this third quarter.
And we've seen Wright State on the last couple of trips go inside. Without Brooke Saylor in that middle for that big presence there, Noah, Forrester struggling a little bit there.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with you as Stump now. Jump shot and no good. Rebounded by Intgroen. Gets it over to Rieker, and Rieker will control the ball going up the court. Rieker over to Hamill. Hamill going towards the inside and will draw a foul against number 1, Michaela Stump. That'll be Stump's first personal foul, team's third. Substitution for the Forresters, number 3, Michaela Avina will come back in for Maddie Rieker. Michaela Avina is a 5'2" junior guard out of Pettysville, Ohio. Yoder going to the inside, jump shot for her, and that's good. Nothing but net.
Yoder getting 2 baskets on back-to-back trips down the field for the Forresters. Looking pretty good here in the second half.
Forresters with a 31-point lead over the Lakers. Hamill with the ball now. Forresters able to steal that last possession away as Michaela Avina takes it inside, pass back out to Moore, and that 3 up, no good. Rebounded, though, by Sydney Intgroen. Hamill with the ball up top. Gets over to Avina. thinks about going inside. She does. Foul out to Avina. And stolen away. Now possession by Hill. Hill gives it up to Lopez. Lopez loses possession of the ball. Picked up by Morton. Now Sam Hamill with the ball, getting across the 10-second line, and really a silly foul by Onyx Lopez. As number 14, Kelsey Hunt, comes in for Lopez. Definitely looked like she was getting really tired right there.
Yeah, and that almost seemed like it was one of those frustration fouls, Noah. As we see Hamill get the inbound pass and drive a little bit, but does get fouled by number 14, Hunt. So she will now go to the line as the Forsters are in the bonus.
That foul was actually on Hurst. That is her first personal foul, team 5th. So Sam Hamill will be at the line shooting 2. Her first one, no good. Second one up, and that is good. Rattles home. 56-24, 50 seconds left to go in this third quarter. Right here in Platt Arena. Stump with the ball, getting it all the way over to Hurst. Hurst going to the inside, up for 2 points. She draws a foul. Shot no good. That foul will go against number 30, Casey Morton. That'll be her first, team's 4th.
And we've seen Hurst be really more of a defensive presence than an offensive really throughout the whole game, Noah, as she gets her first one to fall, but we see her out there kind of against the point guards, just really being disruptive and kind of swinging in for some steals and that, and just disrupting them and trying to get them off their game as she's able to get the second one to fall as well.
Lead knocked down to 30 as Sam Hamill finally comes up with the ball. She gets across the 10-second line and will hold just to waste some time. 30 seconds now on the game clock. And a foul will go against number 3, Alina Hurst. Freshman guard out of Fort Wayne, Indiana, like you were saying earlier, Ryan. Not really all that far away from home. As Brooke Yoder goes to the line, shooting 2. First one up and good.
And Yoder doing a really good job tonight, Noah, as we've seen her get a couple of 3 balls, then we've also seen her get a couple shots from the elbow, get them to convert as she gets both of her free throws here. So really getting a lot of solid minutes in tonight against this Wright Lakes campus team.
25 seconds left to go in this third quarter. Shot clock turned off as the Hill goes up for 2, misses the shot. Number 14, Hunt, gets the offensive rebound. Hill now not able to control it. Ball tipped away by Cindy Ingroen. She's hustling for the ball and finally stolen away by Avina. 5 seconds on the game clock. She passes over to Hamill. Layup by her, and that is no good. But she does draw a foul. That foul will go against number 1, Michaela Stump, as that will be her second personal foul. Sam Hamill will be at the line shooting 2 for the Foresters. First one up, no good.
Yeah, and Hamill has struggled on the year with free throws a little bit, shooting 68%. Does get her second one to drop though, but only 2.2 seconds on the clock.
1 second now, and that will do it for the third quarter. 59-26, the Foresters lead the Lakers. We will be right back here from Platt Arena. This is FDN Sports.
When I set foot on Huntington's campus for the first time, I just knew that this was the place I was supposed to be, and that decision forever changed my life. I was a new Christian at the time, but I grew so much while I was at Huntington. I felt known and I felt valued there, and the education department was just so great. In fact, I found a job before I even graduated, and I believe that's because my classes at Huntington equipped me to do so. I'm fulfilling my goal of serving others through teaching, and because of Huntington's impact on me, I now have that desire to pass on those values to all my students.
In high school, my life felt empty in a way. I was living in a world full of temptations and distractions, and I needed to be transformed, I guess you could say. Here at Huntington, there are many ways that I experienced that transformation. As a film major, I feel encouraged by my friends, upperclassmen, and by my professors. Other students and staff are willing to pass on their knowledge, and that inspires me to do the same towards others. My ultimate goal in life is to become a filmmaker who gives back. I want to give people that energy and passion that I feel after watching a film. I want to go out in the world and give thanks to God for the gifts He has given me, making good art, and be the spark of encouragement that can transform the lives of others.
I played volleyball and softball here.
Right here from Platt Arena, Noah Tobias along with Ryan Lockhart. And thank you for joining our broadcast tonight. Remember, tomorrow, the winner of this game will go up against IU Southeast at 3 o'clock, and the loser of this game will go against Lincoln's Christian University at 1 o'clock. Couple substitutions for the Forresters as we start off this fourth quarter. Number 44, Alexandria Boat. Number 10, Jade Clement. Couple freshmen for the Forresters as Cindy Ingram loses the ball. Almost travels and gets it to Maddie Reeker. Reeker, again, the only starter left in this ball game right now. Actually looking for Jade, gets it to her. Down to Alex Boat. Loses the handle of the ball, and jump ball will be called. That will go over to Wright State.
And with the Forsters holding a commanding lead heading into this fourth quarter, no, I'm not sure how much we'll see the starters for the Forsters here.
Yeah, I agree. They might just be done for the night, but also might come back in to let these girls have a little bit of a rest too, so we'll just have to see what happens. As ball being passed around, Stump now with the three-point attempt. No good. Great box out by Cindy Ingroen. Ball now to Maddie Reeker, bringing the ball up, setting up the offense for the Forresters. Gets it over to Clement. She's going to go baseline and go up for two. Ball swatted away. Gets her own rebound, though. Reeker gets bumped a little bit by Stump and foul on Stump. That'll be Stump's second personal foul. Team's first of, that will be Stump's third personal foul, team's first of the fourth quarter. As number 24, Kelsey Wirtz, back in for the Lakers. Avina getting it over to Jade. Ball being tipped out of bounds. Again, Avina taking the ball out for the Forresters. Into Alex Bope. Down the inside, Michaela Avina goes. Backboard, not very friendly to her. Now Avina goes towards the inside again. Up for a layup and not able to get it in once again. Ball knocked out by Wright State, and it'll stay with the Forresters. Number 11, Onyx Lopez back in for Wright State. And number 32, Natalie Drum in for Wright State. This is the first time that she's seen the floor all day. As Jade Clement able to make her first 2 points here tonight. 61-26, Forsters lead the Lakers. As now ball goes down under to Hill. Hill right back out to Lopez. Lopez going to take Maddie Reeker to the inside and go up for a layup. Airballs it completely. Hill goes up and draws a foul. Foul by Alex Boat. That'll be her first personal foul. Team's first of the fourth quarter.
Good defense, though, on that drive there. Maddie Reeker providing some solid defense really all the way into the paint, Noah. As we see 33 Hill cash in on her first one. That'll make the score 61-27. Your Lady Forsters up right now with 8:12 left in the game.
Levine now taking the ball out for the Forresters, giving it off to Maddie Reeker. 61-28 here in the fourth quarter. 8 minutes to go in this contest. Gives Cindy Ingroen. And Cindy Ingroen going to the ground, and she is fouled by number 3, Elena Hurst. That'll be Hurst's third personal foul. Team's second of the fourth quarter. Ball tipped out of bounds by Hill, and that'll stay with the Forresters. Substitution for Wright State. Number 14, Kelsey Hunt, will check in for Elena Hurst.
And we mentioned Hurst doing a good job out here on defense. She got a couple free throws here late, but just providing solid minutes in the game for the Lakers.
Maddie Reeker going to the inside, going off to Alex Bope, and a strong move by Bope as she was hit on the arms a little bit, but she still got it up. 63-28 right here in Platte Arena. Number 11, Lopez with the ball. And towards the right side, being guarded by Bope. Now 24, Wentz goes to the inside, and charging call on Wentz. Cindy Ingrown, telling you what, Ryan, she has been on the floor a lot. She's just really getting bumped around down there.
Yeah, great job by her standing in and taking that charge, though. It's one of those things as a basketball player, it always hurts to do, but you always do anything for your team out there.
Cindy with the ball, faking out, going in to Alex Bope. She goes up for two. That rolls right on in. Again, another strong move by the freshman. 65-28. Forsters lead the Lakers.
And we might be seeing some flashes of the future here for the Forsters as Bope's only a freshman.
Lopez up for 3 points. Ball a little short, but uses all the rim, and that goes in for 3 points. 31-65 now.
You know, I've heard of a lucky bounce, no, but I think that might just top all of it.
Cindy Ingrown going to the inside, loses control of it. Going to Avina, out to Clement. 3-ball, in and good. Again, Bope getting knocked around in there, going to the ground. She gets back up, looks all right. As 24, Wirtz brings the ball up. Gives it off to Hill. Hill gives it back to Lopez. Lopez takes it inside. Backs right back out. She's going to pick up a foul on number 44, I believe. Yep, and that will, I'm sorry, no, on number 4, Maddie Reeker. That'll only be her first personal foul, team's second of the fourth quarter. And number 30, Nicole Fote, comes back in for number 32, Natalie Drum. Hill goes up for 2, draws a foul, could not complete those 2 points. And foul on number 41, Cindy Ingroen. That'll be her first personal foul, team's third of the fourth quarter. And at the line, shooting 2 will be number 33, Olivia Hill. Olivia Hill not able to make her first one. And as number 20, Sam Hamill, comes in for Maddie Rinker.
And we hear a big ovation for Reeker here, as played really a great game so far, Noah. She's found the three-point line very friendly tonight as we see Hill's second one go in, but Reeker just doing a great job tonight, showing why she's the leader of this Forrester team and really the point guard for them.
Yeah, definitely. Jake Clement now back out to Avina. Avina up for 3 points, no good, and rebounded. Well, the ball is just, again, has a lot of grease on it. Avina finally has control, dribbles off one of Wright State's players' feet, and Cindy Ingroen giving it to Avina. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Clement now looking down low to Alex Bope. 2 points again, right there for Bope. 6 points on the night for her, only in for under 5 minutes. Number 33, Hill, giving it over to Lopez, the senior. Sam Hamill guarding the senior, Lopez. Lopez leaves it off for Hunt. Trying to set up the offense right now. Lopez comes up from underneath. She goes up for her 2 points. No good. Rebounded by Cindy Ingroen. To Avina and then to Hamill. Hamill looks up to Clement. Crosses over. Goes to the inside. And passed it when she really should have shot that. Stolen away by Bope. I'm sorry, not by Bope, by Fote. And big three-point shot up by number 33, Hill, and rebounded by Bope. Gives it over to Hamill, and she is going to bring it across the half-court line for the Foresters. 70-32 right here in Platt Arena with 4 minutes, 30 seconds left to go in this game. Avina going to the inside, back out to Clement. Three-point basket up, no good. And tipped away by number 30, Fote. And Wright State will be taking a timeout. That'll be a full timeout, and we will take it along with him. 70-32 right here in Platt Arena. We'll be right back.
FDN News is our campus news station, and we are just a news station that shines Christ's light on campus and in the Huntington community, whether that be going to a presidential rally or talking about the meal plans on campus. Everything we do for the glory of God.
With news, you have such a great opportunity to go out to hear people's stories and tell their stories and to be light and to share that light. So my goal for FDN News is first and foremost that students would learn, that they would engage, they would learn a little bit about themselves, about communicating with others, refine their skills, and become expert storytellers for the kingdom of Christ. The benefit to coming to Huntington and being in the Forrester Digital Network is you get hands-on experience. So we have some freshmen coming in that week 1, they are taking a camera out and they are teaming up with an upperclassman and refining their skills. So by the time you graduate...
Back here in Platt Arena, 70-32, the Foresters lead the Lakers with 4 minutes, 22 seconds left to go here in this contest. Sam Hamill inbounding the ball, gives it right to Alex Bope. Bump from behind, and she'll go to the line shooting 2. Fouled by Lopez. That'll be the second foul for Lopez, and team's 4th.
And Bope, another one of those players that had no free throws coming into this game, but just like, I feel like almost everybody, she's cashed in her first one.
Second one now up and good again. 100% for the season for the freshman. 72-32. Forsters up by 40. McAfee with the ball up top. Haven't really seen a lot of her here recently. Hill with the ball over to Lopez. She's going to go baseline against Clement. Back right back out and go right back in. Push off by her. And ball not going in. Rebounded by Fote. Draws a foul, and she'll go to the line shooting 2. Fouled by 44 Bope. And that'll be her second personal foul. Team's 4th.
Yeah, and Fote does a good job of not only getting good position when she's getting those offensive rebounds and even the defensive rebounds that she gets the first one to fall, but just getting a good job of putting it right back up there before the defense can regroup.
Fote able to make her first. Her second one is going to be up, and that just rims right on out. Ham will bring the ball up for the Foresters. Going to give it off to Avina. Avina down under to Bope. Keeps it high, gives it to Cindy. Now out to Avina, over to Hamill. Hamill goes the inside, passing it right back out to Bope. That shot is no good, rebounded by Fote.
Yeah, good little quick passing there by the Foresters to really keep that possession alive.
Callaway gets it in and loses possession. Fote does. Lopez cutting into this baseline, up for 2, and that's good, and she draws a foul. That foul goes up against number 41, Sydney Inkgroen. That will be her second personal foul, team's 5th. And for the rest of this one, Wright State will be in the double bonus as number 11, Lopez, able to make her and 1 free throw. 72-36. Hamill now with the basketball. Going over to Inkgroen. Now down to Bope. Bope gives it over to Sydney and foul. Inthgrown will be at the line shooting 2 as number 23, Tamia Calloway, picks up her first personal foul. Team's 5th, and again, the Forresters will be at the line shooting 2 the rest of the way. Cindy makes her first, and I was wondering if we were going to see her number 33, Taylor Holiday, 5'11 junior. She is actually going to be coming in for Cindy Inthgrown, and Cindy needs to make her second one first. And that is exactly what she does. So Taylor Holiday comes in. Taylor, she has been injured so far this year. She had a couple surgeries on her, I believe on her shins, and so good to see her back out here. Really did a decent job last year just growing as a player. Her and Brooke Saylor did a lot of going back and forth, going in and subbing in and out of each other. As Boat gets a huge block, but still rebounded by Fote and put back up by Fote, and she gets 2 points. 74-38. Forcers lead the Lakers. Hamill now goes to the inside, back out to Bope. She misses the layup. Rebounded by McAfee. She's going to go down herself. She's going up for 2, and that is good. Timeout called by Wright State. That'll be a 30-second timeout, and we will stay right here.
Yeah, nice to see Taylor Holiday in the game, though. You mentioned she has had a little bit of injury problem here to start off this season. One of those players for Lori Color's squad last year come in. We saw her get some starting action, but came in for, as a relief player for Brooke Saylor when she would pick up some fouls or just needed a break. And Holiday is one of those players that she's a good body inside. She's a big body, so she can play that center position. You won't see too many girls bully her around in the paint.
Yeah, definitely. Taylor Holiday, she is not afraid to really get physical with you. Coming out now, 74-40. Forcers lead the Lakers with 2 minutes, 23 seconds left to go here in this game. Gonna wait for Avina to adjust her shoe a little bit, and here she goes now, and we will get it started. Sam Hamill bringing the ball up for the Foresters. Going to the left side, handing it off to Avina. Avina hesitates and gets it to Taylor Holiday. She gets her first touch now. Clement with the ball over to Sam Hamill. Hamill goes to the inside, loses control, picked up by Bope. She goes up for 2, misses, and rebounded by Fote. Lopez now with the ball. Bringing the ball all the way, stolen by Sam Hamill. And Kohler telling Hamill to hold up. Waste a little bit of clock with 1 minute, 40 seconds left to go in this game. Avina now looking for that back door. Taylor Holiday going to the outs. Bope goes up for 2, and that's good. 76-40.
Yeah, and Bope really doing a good job on the inside. We've seen her get numerous baskets down there, Noah, but just kind of doing whatever she wants on the inside against the Lakers.
Now all the way over to 14. Hunt, that 3 no good, and tipped away by Fote, and it will go to the Foresters now. 1 minute and 11 seconds left to go in this contest. 76-40 is the score. Hamill with the ball, handing it off to Avina. Great screen by Holiday. Avina goes up to Bope. Now to Clement, 3 ball up, and no good. Rebounded by Bope. Still being fought over. Good pass to Hamill. Hamill now needs to get out of the corner. She does a great job of that. Going over to Clement. Clement to Hamill. 15 seconds on the shot clock now. And being poked away by 14 Hunt, and actually Hunt's going to foul her. That will be her first personal foul. And Hamill will be at the line shooting 2 baskets. Hamill up with her first and good. Hamill doing a pretty good job from the line so far this year. A lot of confidence from this freshman as she makes 2 of 2. Makes the score 78-40 with 37 seconds left to go in this game. McAfee now with the ball. Being poked away by Sam Hamill. Unbelievable. That is just a great move by the freshman. Lopez almost being able to steal the ball away from her. 19 seconds on the game clock. Shot clock turned off. And it looks like Michaela Vina is just going to try to dribble this one out herself. 10 seconds. And that will do it for the Forresters. 78-40 right here in Plata Arena. The Forresters are going to the championship game tomorrow night at 3 o'clock, as Wright State will play at the 1 o'clock game versus Lincoln Christian University. We will be right back for some post-game statistics.
It's just an incredible feeling to know that you are handing these folks the keys to a life-changing house. It's not just a house. It's not just walls and windows. It's a home that they get to bring up their family in, bring up their kids in, and show their kids what it means to get out of poverty and to make a better life for themselves. My name is Casey Cole-Morgan. I'm the Executive Director at Huntington County Habitat for Humanity. We are a construction company. We are a mortgage company. We are a financial institution. We are advocates for families. We are a budgeting center. And on top of it, we are also a retail store. So we wear a lot of hats as an organization. Our main focus is to serve the community any way we can. And so we want to help families empower themselves and find a better life through the process of homeownership. The need is so great. And that doesn't just mean families who are homeless, but it's also families who are packing multiple families into one house or into one apartment to try to make ends meet. It's families that are living in predatory renting situations where they're spending $800–900 a month for a one-bedroom apartment. And that's just, it's not viable for people. We build one house about a year, and so it may not seem like we need a lot of help, but we need all the help that we can get, and that comes in a couple of different ways. First of all, we always need donations. If that's financial support of our programs, or if that's donations to the Restore to help us build our programs, those two things are crucial for us. But we also need volunteers. We need them in the Restore, we need them on the build site, we even need them in the office from time to time. And so getting as many people involved as possible is what's really important for us. I would imagine that we will continue to grow long term. We will continue to serve as many families as we can, and we will hope that we can build as many houses as possible to get families into appropriate housing that's clean and safe and affordable.
FDN News is our campus news station, and we are just a news station that shines Christ's light on campus and in the Huntington community, whether that be going to a presidential rally or talking about the meal plans on campus. Everything we do for the glory of God.
With news, you have such a great opportunity to go out to hear people's stories and tell their stories and to be light and to share that light. So my goal for FDN News is first and foremost that students would learn, that they would engage, they would learn a little bit about themselves, about communicating with others, refine their skills, and become expert storytellers for the kingdom of Christ. The benefit to coming to Huntington and being in the Forrester Digital Network is you get hands-on experience. So we have some freshmen coming in that week one, they are taking a camera out and they are teaming up with an upperclassman and refining their skills. So by the time you graduate, you've got 4 years of hands-on and classroom experience.
FDN is so much fun. I feel like it really is a great aspect of this school, and I'm so glad I get to be a part of it as a freshman especially. Like, it's just a great experience.
You can love working a camera and be part of FDN. You can love storytelling and be part of FDN. You can be a math student and be an FDN. Like, anybody can do it. It's a big family. We have fun together. And I just encourage, if you've ever been curious about news or what a newsroom looks like, volunteer with FDN whenever you can.
Well, that's all we have for you in this week's installment of FBN News.
The Global Initiatives degree that we're offering is seeking to equip folks who are interested in applying a ministry education to cross-cultural work. So somebody who's looking to do holistic ministry, somebody who's looking to engage in the business for transformation or business as missions model would find some equipping through our Global Initiatives degree.
Our Global Youth Ministries degree is designed to prepare people for leadership in youth ministry, quite simply anywhere in the globe. It's for men and women who are already in youth ministry or for people who are simply preparing to lead youth ministry.
One of the things I like about the pastoral leadership track is that Luke and Karen, who worked on developing it, consulted with church leaders so that people preparing for ministry leadership in the church would have the skills and the knowledge that they need.
Some of what I'd want our program to be known for is being really clear-minded about linking our own program vision with the Lord's vision for His people and for the kingdom. What we want to do is be faithful to that which He's called us to. And some of that would be that we believe that the Church of Jesus Christ is going to be well served when it's populated and led by people who have stories of being reached by Christ and are now being well formed to follow Him no matter what the cost.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to Platt Arena. I'm Noah Tobias, and alongside me I have Coach Lori Kohler. Coach, really a great game, a great win away from the Lakers, and really an interesting game about how you guys started off. You guys didn't start off the greatest with that 2-3 zone. How did you, what did you tell your players there in the beginning of the game to kind of calm their nerves a little bit?
Yeah, I think actually it was a 1-2-2 zone, and we were not anticipating that, obviously. I give them a lot of credit because they came out very feisty, and we were very tentative because we weren't quite sure what we were doing. And I think, it was just a matter of us trying to settle in. And I thought, after that first quarter, we obviously did that very well. We're still a young team, and we still have moments where we can be a little bit panicked, and so that kind of showed up a little bit today. But we got our composure back in time, and we did some really good things down the stretch. So.
Yeah, definitely. And Sam Hamill coming in to a big part of that, along with Haley Krewall, both coming up with 4 steals each. Actually, I think Sam Hamill actually had 5 steals. But, it's amazing about how defense really developed there towards really the second quarter, starting out there in that second quarter, and went through that entire game.
Yeah, I think we gave up 5 points in the second quarter, so that really turned things around for us. And anytime you can do that to anybody, you're going to give yourself a good chance to win. And so I like how we compete. I like how, we just continue to give effort. And, you know, we can have short-term memory on mistakes, which is good for a young team because we're going to make some, but I'm really proud of how we responded.
Yeah, definitely, and you should be. And so tomorrow, you guys will be in the championship game versus IU Southeast at 3 o'clock. So what are you expecting out of IU Southeast tomorrow?
I think they're a very good fundamental team. I think the coach that they have, he's been there about 25 years, so not quite as old as me, maybe, but but definitely has established a great program there and does a great job of teaching the fundamentals. So I expect it to be a battle, and honestly, whoever does the little things better is probably going to win the game.
All right, sounds like a plan, Coach. Well, good luck tomorrow at the 3 o'clock game versus IU Southeast.
Great, thanks, Noah.
All right, and we're going to swing it all the way over to Ryan Lockhart for the post-game stats.
Thank you, Noah, and thank you, Coach Culler. Coming into the game, the Forresters were 4-1. They got the win today that pushes them up to 5-1 on the year. Tomorrow they will face that IU Southeast team, but for some stats before that, for Wright State Lake, they had their leading scorer was Kelsey Wirtz with 16 points. Also with 11 points was Fott and 13 rebounds. Really the leader of that team offensively and defensively. Then if you swing over to your Lady Forresters, we saw Maddie Reeker explode there with a lot of three-point shots. Had 12 points on the night. Also we saw Brooke Saylor with 10 points and 14 rebounds. Another double-double for her. And Brooke Yoder had 11 points as well, but I think the big surprise of the night has to go to Alex Bope with 10 points on the game for the Forcers. Definitely a good job. We saw your Forcers shoot 45% compared to Wright State's 30%. We'll be back here tomorrow at 3 p.m. as your Lady Forcers will take on IU Southeast in the championship game with a final score of 78-40. For Noah Tobias and our camera crew of Paige Schreiber and Braxton Barnhill, we got to thank our director as well. We got Bray Snyder out here and everybody that makes FDN Sports happen. Good night and see you tomorrow.